In a dispute region between Sudan and South Sudan, over 52 people have been killed, including women and children. As per reports, armed youth from South Sudan's war-wrapped state carried out raids into neighboring Abyei, and this attack is considered to be the deadliest incident in a spate of attacks since 2021 related to the boundary dispute. Following the attack, over hundreds of civilians are now sheltering and at a UNISFA base. William Warrap, State's Information Minister, has said that his government would coordinate a joint investigation with the Abyei administration to look into the deadly incidents. Of course, news coming in from Sudan. In fact, the International Criminal Court prosecutor Karim Khan has called on the UN Security Council to take immediate action to halt the escalating violence and impunity in Sudan, warning that the country is on the brink of a humanitarian catastrophe. Let's in fact listen in.
That is my assessment that we are fast, and is based on the work of my office. It's my clear finding, my clear assessment that there are grounds to believe that presently Rome Statute crimes are being committed in Darfur by both the Sudanese armed forces and the rapid support forces and affiliated groups. I'm compelled to conclude and to report that it's my assessment that we are fast approaching a breaking point and that the conflict in Sudan demands your attention now more than ever.
My colleague Akshat Gupta joins us with the broadcast to give us more of this. Akshat, what more details can you share with our viewers on this deadly attack that has taken place?
Yes, more than 50 people, including women, children, and 2 UN peacekeepers were killed in attacks along, South Sudan's border with the Sudan, which is, of course, the deadliest in a spate of incidents since 2021. And also, if I just tell you, armed young men from South Sudan's war state carried out the raids into the neighboring Abyei region on Saturday. That's what, we are picking up. And if I just tell you, Abyei is an oil-rich area that is jointly administered by South Sudan and Sudan, which have both staked claims to it. In a further violence, which escalated a day later, a second peacekeeper from Pakistan was also killed, and 4 of his colleagues and a civilian wounded, were also wounded while transporting civilians from UNIFSA base to a hospital. And also, there have been repeated clashes in Abyei between the rival factions of Dinka ethnic group related to a dispute over the location of an administrative boundary where the significant tax revenue is collected from the cross-border state.
All right, Akshat, with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing those details with our viewers. Meanwhile, still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, international affairs expert. Sir, what do you make of this attack that has taken place? People are saying that this attack is considered to be the deadliest incident in a spate of attacks since 2021. What do you make of this?
Well, I know these attacks are obviously the part of the ethnic conflict between the 2 rival ethnic groups, Dinkas and Nuers. And this kind of clashes this ethnic group has been having between the 2013 to 2018. Thousands of people have been killed because of this ethnic clashes between the Dinkas and Nuers, and they are fighting in the bordering region of Abyei, and which is an oil-rich region. And when the Bhutan and South Sudan got separated in 2011, the ownership of this Abyei region is still unresolved. And because of these various demarcation-related issues, the clashes do erupt time and again. And certainly, as you said very rightly, that since 2021, this is the worst ethnic clash has happened, which is has resulted about 52 lives. And 52 casualties have been reported. So I think this kind of ethnic clashes will continue happening because unless until there are serious dialogues and negotiations between the two sides to have a deeper understanding with regard to coexistence and the harmony and peace between the two sides. Such clashes are expected, and though the reports are suggesting that both the sides, Sudan and South Sudan, they have decided to form a joint investigation team to investigate this entire issue, this matter, which is the worst since 2021. But this is on just investigation is not the solution. There has to be a dialogue, and there has to be negotiations on the table, and then only some sort of understanding could be developed. So I think this kind of ethnic conflict has had a long history, and as I said, and that in future also such situation might occur yet again. So authorities in the South Sudan and Sudan both will have to remain alert after this kind of incident. Investigation must go on, but more after the investigation, there should be and must be the effort also to bring the two sides on the negotiating table so that they can develop some sort of understanding to live and for to coexistence and a kind of a peace and harmony could prevail, and that will only come after dialogue and negotiations. That's the only way out. But at this point of time, situation is quite tense, and both the sides, obviously, the Sudan and South Sudan authorities are keeping a close watch, and they are jointly investigating this entire incident.
Right.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.